Hello and welcome. 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 The earth has ended. Holes in the sea have opened up and taken parts of the land, parts of the history, parts of the ocean with it. We are some of the last remaining survivors. There is a single ship left for us, as you can see behind me. We will use that ship to travel across the ocean. This ship will let us travel and survive. But this ship does not move using normal locomotion. It uses the souls of everyone on board. So we need to know. 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 What you all identify as. 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 Hi, hello and welcome to the performance. Hopefully all of you will be willing to participate and ready to get going. And the first thing we'll do is we will post a link in the chat, and when it comes to it I will tell you to click on that link and follow where it goes, and it will let you vote and change the story of what we'll do and where we will go. I will have the polls on my end so I can see. So, the world is ending. The earth that we are standing on is sinking. Soon only the sea will remain. We are the remaining people in the city. We have no choice but to join together and become a crew. Luckily, there is one ship remaining on the docks, as you can see behind me. And we must name this ship before we continue. So those of you that are in chat, you're the lucky ones right now. What shall we call our ship? So we can call it anything you want. The first person to shout it out gets to name it. And I shan't judge you for the name. And while we wait for that name, name our ship. Name. Muck Boatface. Okay, Muck Boatface comes and wins. Okay. Before boarding, we are about to board, standing on the pier. Our ship is called Muck Boat Face, and it gently sways on the water. As soon as we look at each other, we take a mental note of our identities. This ship is special. It has the power to be powered by the souls of those on board. The lineage, the dominant history. On deck we'll move the ship in a certain direction. The ship feels the identity is present. And if you click on the link that has been given, you'll be able to enter in your identity. And the choices are you black, yes or no? And depending on what identities we have, will depend on what journey we go on. This is a non-black boat, so mostly non-black. The ship screams a little. It seems a little disappointed, but it sails with a purpose. The waves are so strong, they smash against the sides of the boat, causing it to lean. It's hard to stand up as the water pushes the ship around violently. You begin to see flashes of images. The image of an ocean with a hole in it. You hear the words, "There is no bottom to this hole. Everything is in here, but you won't be able to understand it anymore." The images of Mary Jones flashes up before you. You think you hear her say, "You remembered me like this. This is your doing. The world may be ending for some, but for some of us, it was ended by you." As you hold on to the sides, you see something come out of the darkness. That is the fog of water sprayed up by the waves. It looks like a bit of wood, but as you look, it gets bigger and bigger until you realize it's a ship. And it's headed right for you. You try to turn out the way. Roll a dice. So now, I will roll a dice for us on my virtual dice counter, which you can't see. And if we get a 1 to a 3, we dodge the ship. And if we get a 3 to a 6, it should say, the ship will hit us. We get a 4, we get hit. The boat smashes into us, breaking us up into pieces. The entire crew is thrown overboard into the sea. You all scramble to stay afloat, grabbing a bit of the broken ship around you. There is water in your lungs and you try to cough it up, but it sits there. The boat that destroyed yours gently floats undamaged into the fog that has silently descended around you. It takes you a second, but you manage to huddle together on a small bit of wood. You feel the need to get out of the water and find something to stay on. You won't be able to survive floating in the water long. Darkness ascends. The winds begin to whisper in your ear. You can barely see 100 meters in front of you. You and the crew begin to feel threatened by this darkness, and panic sets in. Some of the crew think about how they will be remembered when they are lost in this darkness. They swap ideas, pills, and anything anyone needs. As you look around, you hear singing from the south. It sounds as though someone is trying to bring you towards them. You don't know if you can trust this voice, but it seems to be calming you down. However, someone else spots what seems like a structure in the water. It glows gently and is very still. What could be standing all the way out here in the middle of the sea? It's making you nervous, but it could offer a place that's safe. If you open up the same link, the same poll link, you'll be able to vote if we go towards the structure or we go towards the singing. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go towards the singing winds. As you approach the singing, it becomes more and more clear what it is. It's a statue standing impossibly tall. The statue of a figure you don't know. It looks ancient. Too old to be standing intact. And here it stands in the water as though the base of it reaches all the way down to the bottom of the ocean floor. You secure yourself to it. As you touch it, the air shifts and the light begins illuminating from its eyes. You and the crew recoil in shock. The singing is coming from its open mouth, which only now do you really hear. The mouth is a compass. The compass shines like an eclipse. Great power emanates from it. Maybe it can help you find your way. Maybe it can help you get out of the trouble you seem to be in. Maybe. Some on the ship are not so trusting. They swear they can feel evilness from the statue. That this is not from this world, but from one below. From the dangers of below. They beg you all not to go. The statue smiles a little. The sea falls silent. The words, "It has been years since I've been able to come back to the surface, since I was banished to live under the waves. You don't know me from Adam, and I would say I fall closer to Eve. But trust me, I am not to be messed with. Take this compass. It will tell us both what to do. Decide. Take the compass or leave it. And that will be the next vote. So you can all vote whether we take this compass or we leave it. Shall we take this compass or shall we leave it? I shall give you 10 seconds to vote. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to take that compass. You take the compass. As you do, the statue crumbles before you, casting a hail of small rocks on you. You have to move. You have no time, so you and your crew grab hold of a large chunk of rock that breaks off the base of the statue. Somehow, you all manage to fit on. Looking at the compass, it doesn't have any traditional markings on it. Instead, the markings are all odd, strange. A symbol of a sea. A symbol of an eye. A symbol of a hand. A symbol of a hole. Your compass points towards the hole. You are unsure what that means, but it's your only option now. You all half submerge yourself and begin to kick your legs, heading towards the hole. You approach the edge of the hole. It's completely silent, but at the same time you can swear you hear voices humming from within. It dawns on you what this is, the reason this is here. You have heard the stories over the past months, and now you are face to face with one. The things causing the end of the world, the wounds of the sea. Finally, we've come across the wound. It's a hole in the sea. a void that refuses to close. Even the water is scared of what lies in the wound as it twists and turns away from the void. The currents begin to pull us towards the wound, and only now do you and your crew wonder what is in the wound. These wounds have been opening up all across the sea, taking down cities, taking down countries. Life as we know it has ended because of them. We don't know why. They are here. Some of the crew praise these wounds, stating that they are here for a reason, that the world needed to end. Discuss in the chat. What is in the wound? Who is in the wound? What happens when you go in the wound? You must discuss this before you enter the wound. So now it's up to you, chat. You gotta discuss this before we do anything. And I'll read it out with your name, of course. But we won't move on until someone says something.
What could be in the wound? What did we hide in the sea? What did we hide beneath the waves? Tell me what you think is there underneath the waves, underneath the ocean. Is it your cargo that you were burned from heaven? Our past, our histories, Nathan says. Is it our past, our history?
Everyone else is getting off light. You're all so scared today. I'll keep waiting until all 8 of you chat. This is the part where I get to be patient and rely on you. And you can ask me anything at this moment. Think of me as the dungeon master, so you can quiz me on anything you want to. Are we born? George says, are we born again if we go into the wound? You are not born again. You are held down into the wound, and something else comes out in your place. When you go into the wound, you make space for someone else in this world. Space that they didn't have before. Space that wasn't given to them before. And space that you took up. Theoretical Turtle says, who is the creator of the wound? Oh, good question. So there are a bunch of creators of the wounds. There's many different kind of wounds, and some have been created from atrocities that have happened on the sea. Some have been created by communities not being archived correctly. Some have been created by others purposely ignoring and forgetting them. So there's a load of different creators, and each time an event that happens that causes this gap in history, a wound opens in the sea. Edwina says, another wound. Wound on wound on wound. Wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound. Wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound. Wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound on wound. Wound on wound on wound on wound on wound. I shall give you a pass. We shall enter. Wound on wound on wound on wound on wound. I shall give you a pass. We shall enter. Just before, Soph says, when you go into the wound, it transforms. Maybe. You are in the wound. It's so cold in here. There is no sound. A galaxy of images flashes before you, but you can't make any sense of it. This wound has you. You thought you wouldn't be able to breathe, but surprisingly your lungs feel light. You need to decide what to do with the crew. Speak to the wound, or go deeper. This is your next poll, so I would advise you to vote on what to do. Please vote. Please vote. Oh wow, everyone wants to go deeper. I'll also give you a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go deeper wins. Deeper in the wound, don't know if I'll stay too. Deeper in the wound, don't know if I'll stay too. Deeper in the wound, don't know if I'll stay too. The deeper we go, the more clear it is that this wound is full of people. They seem to be stored on the sides of its struck surface, waiting, unmoving. As you go deeper, the pressure you feel on top of you increases significantly. The air becomes tight in your chest. You find it hard to breathe. Looking around, you can't make out anything. Time is not linear here. Instead, it seems to move back and forwards at a pace you can't quite comprehend. Your freefall comes to an abrupt stop, where you are suspended in air, then slowly pulled into the walls around the wound. Your body sinks into its surface, as though you had always been there. As your body becomes stuck, you see the same number of people as your crew float up. They are taking your place on the surface. There isn't enough room for both of you. Next poll. Well, okay, I've done the poll wrong. So write in the chat if you tried to escape the wound or that you accept that this has to happen. Shoot the messenger says accept.
Accept, accept, accept. Oh, you accept. Nathan says accept. Theoretical Turtle says accept. It has to happen. 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 Luke says accept. Edwina says accept. It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen. Joe says accept. So says accept. It has to happen. 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 It has to happen.
It has to happen to
It has
us.
to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen.
We have to sink into the
It has to
ground.
happen. It has to happen.
We need to give up our
It
place.
has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen.
We accept.
It has to happen. It has to happen.
It has to
It has to
happen like this.
It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen.
There's no other way.
It has to happen. It has to happen.
Ah.
It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen.
paper towel.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
I hold my
It
head
has stopped.
and I say this
It has stopped.
we know
It has
that it's
stopped. It has stopped.
we're gonna
It
see
has
the
stopped.
way to make
It has
space.
stopped.
I don't know if
It has stopped.
can hold me.
It has stopped.
I don't know if
It has stopped.
can hold
It
you,
has stopped.
but I
It
know
has stopped.
gotta let it
It
go.
has stopped.
We just gotta
It has
go.
stopped.
We just gotta
It has
go.
stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped.
It has to happen like
It
this.
has stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
It has to happen like this.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
It has to happen.
It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped. It has stopped.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. It finished a bit early because of the choices that we made. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and seeing the performance. I hope there was something in there that you enjoyed. Until the next time, thank you so much. And I'll just sit here awkwardly waiting for everything to end.